the thing is, even our clients sometimes fall into the trap of asking the absolute worst people to ask for advice.
Yeah. Well, I asked my girlfriend the other night. I talked about it to my spouse, my wife.
Oh, if
Why?
you if you
Why
need
does it bother?
if you need advice that should be coming from a professional, the worst people to ask are your
Oh,
friends, your family, and just random people on the internet.
yeah, because I mean, often they'll just tell you what you want to hear. Never mind the fact they're not experts.
Or
That's a
objective.
whole different ballgame. But most of them will just say what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Your spouse wants to say things to bring you some happiness. Imagine it's a woman. We had this conversation in the meeting today. A woman. I don't know who came out with it, but the saying is something like a happy woman means a happy marriage and a
Happy wife, happy life.
happy wife, happy life. Basically, yeah. And it's true. So woman goes to husband, I've got this business idea. He's just come home from work. He's fucking tired. He's already had to slap her once to get the sandwich and the beer, you know? He just wants to be left alone watching the fucking snooker or something. But she'll actually say, I've got this idea. And he'll just say, yeah, whatever you like, dude. That sounds a great idea. And he has no idea whether it's a good idea or not. He'll just say so because it's an easy life. And I know that's a fucking stereotype, but it happens. We know it happens because we talk to people to whom it did happen. And I'm sure it's the other way around as well. You know, men have these stupid ideas and their wives will roll their eyes and go, yes, dear, sounds like a great idea. Now just leave me alone to go and talk to my girlfriends. You know? Why would you ask your spouse if he or she is not qualified in business any question about business at all? Why would you? The only time you would ask him is if, like, I'm going to think about leaving my job and set up this business. And here's what it means for you. Do I have your support? Yeah. That's legit. Mm. The actual details of the business, discussing it with him or her, are not legit unless he or she is qualified to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Just not. Yeah. It's like taking relationship advice from your mother, you know, when your mum and dad don't get on. You know. Yeah, that actually nearly happened to me. My mum tried to fucking give me relationship advice, and I said, you and dad hate each other. What the fuck you think? You know.
Oh, God.
55 years they were together. You get less time for fucking murder.
That's insane.
Honestly, my dad could have killed my mum after 10 years and still been out by the time he died.
Oh, God. So yeah, don't ask your friends, family, and randomers on the internet for advice. Even if you have come up with a fucking new business idea, don't try and get validation from these people.
I know this from you, Connor, because you've told me. You know, even if you're not asking for advice, you'll go down the pub and you might just mention the fact you're going into business.
Yeah.
And your friends will have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, and do they want to share them with you?
It happened. I have to say it happens a lot less often now, but back
because you've killed them all.
I've just become grumpier and less sociable.
It once happened to me down the fucking chip shop.
And the chip shop?
Yeah, it's closed now, so it's at least 5 years ago. Oh yeah, I was down the chip shop and I was just talking to Sarah about it. Wasn't long after I wrote the book, Grow Your Business Fast. And I was just talking to Sarah about something, and some guy muscled in on the conversation because he taught economics at the University of Cork. And he was trying to tell me how my views on premium pricing were wrong. Because I've been talking about what I've written in the book, even though I was doing it myself and I've been teaching my clients to do it, and they got objective, independently verifiable results about premium pricing. He was telling me I was wrong. And I said, have you ever run a business? No, but I teach economics at Cork University. Okay, so how do you know all this? Well, I've studied it. But how much have you actually done? How many times have you sold to clients? Well, I've not, obviously. Right. And I thought, I just want to punch his face and then fucking put his head into the deep fat fry, you know, because you're a fucking idiot. You're a professor. Well, you're a lecturer, but you're a fucking idiot.
I tell you what, John, I have a story with many, many parallels to that. I was on holiday in Poland. Was it Poland or was it Czech Republic? It was one of the two. Anyway, it was one of the two. I think it was the Czech Republic. But anyway, I digress. No, it was Poland. It was Poland. But anyway, again, I digress.
Tell the story.
I do this. I'm awful at telling stories. We was in this little food court, me and all my pals, you know, lads holiday. Oi, oi, oi. And I was talking to the person I'm closest to in that group. And that's unfair, but anyway, I'm digressing again. Anyway, we're having a conversation about pricing, and I say, well, the mere fact that something has a higher price connotates higher quality. I believe it was started by the fact that there was a hot dog here and a hot dog there. One was 5 fucking plen and the other was 10 plen, or whatever their fucking currency is. And I said, well, I'm going to go for the 10 one because the fact it's more expensive indicates it's more than likely higher quality. And my friend who studies economics and is doing a master's and whatnot in economics said I'm a fucking idiot, and that's not necessarily true. And I said, higher prices are better for business, and they connotate higher quality and better work, and you can trust people that charge more money. And he told me I was objectively wrong, and I can imagine it was a very similar conversation to the one you had, because I said the exact same thing. So hang on a minute, how many fucking things have you sold?
Well, I haven't. The thing is, I mean, there will be exceptions. There will be people who rip you off. Of course there will. But that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about mainstream ethical businesses and the way they charge. And generally speaking, a higher price quite rightly denotes higher quality. It is a bit of a non sequitur, but it's certainly what we believe, even if it's not true. There are, and the thing, because what you tend to find is people who charge a high price and are shit don't tend to last in business very long because reputation gets round.
Yeah.
We charge a lot of money, but we don't get any complaints. Well, we get people.